Hi guys, it's Alana and welcome back to my channel for another video. Now we are in my kitchen. It is very early in the morning, so we're just getting some coffee down and then we are heading to the stables because today I am going to be taking you through a lesson with me and Ella. I've made sure to leave plenty of my coach Gill Liggins speaking in it so you can really get stuck in, see how we're doing everything. Ella and I have been having some problems recently with the contact and also having some issues getting her to step through and under. So I'm really looking forward to working through it with my coach. I've had a few confidence crises as well, simply because between work and uni, and just life in general, I've not been able to ride much, so I've not had a lesson with my coach for ages, just because it feels like if she comes out she's just going to see we haven't progressed and I feel really bad letting Jill down. But I was like, you know what, no, we're going to get Jill out, we're going to get Jill to fix us, and then we are just going to crack on. I need to just pull my finger out and we just need to get started. So I'm really looking forward to going through a lesson with Ella today with you guys. I'll be narrating parts of it as well. And for somebody that's really into the dressage, hopefully this video might be quite interesting for you. And for somebody who just wants to watch my videos, have fun.
Do some of the shoulder in, going straight, change diagonal, shoulder out, all in, rising trot, just working in. But you're including slightly more difficult things in the working in.
Yeah, I've been letting her warm up in the canter first.
Fine.
And what I'm usually just let her go free for like the first few circles. Like,
Yeah,
so I go into a light seat, just let her get it out of the system.
Yeah, just slowly let her.
Yeah. Does she still want doing the leg yield and everything, even if we're doing it in the canter first?
Well, see
Or
how
save
she
it.
feels in the canter.
Okay.
I mean, she can do it in the canter when you're working in, but not if you feel she needs a bit more time.
Yeah.
Let's just sort of see.
The lateral work particularly is where I'm finding we're losing a lot of the connection.
Yeah, that's why I thought if you start it quite early in the rising trot, but do the pre-working in first.
Yeah.
So what we were just discussing there is how different ways you might be able to warm up. So if you warm up in the canter first, if the horse is ready for it, you might want to do some lateral work in the canter and get them really opening and supple in the frame before you start doing any real work. And then also what I'm doing here is just doing some light seat canter, and this is getting off Ella's back for the very beginning and letting Ella just swing through just while we're warming up and just almost like letting a machine get back into work a little bit.
2.
Yeah, sit for 2, roll for, that's it, good. Roll, no, that was only 1. Roll, stand up. Roll, stand up. Roll, stand up.
Then this exercise is really good for getting off their backs but engaging themselves. So you've got to sit for 2 and then stand up for 1, and that is actually so super hard to do. It really boggles your mind.
Roll, stand up. Yeah. All right. It's easier this way, isn't it?
I've got the hang of it now.
Yeah. Good. Choose the quarter, yeah, nice stop. Choose the quarter marker lines and ride shoulder in right till halfway. Then change diagonal and ride shoulder in left. Yeah.
Okay.
Shoulders right. Yeah. Good. Straightener, change diagonal, shoulders left. Yeah, that's it. Well done. Keep her on the line. Diagonal back again. Do that again.
So for a horse that's further along the levels in dressage, this is a fantastic suppling exercise. For a horse that isn't maybe quite as far along, I would say that this is something you should do later on in your schooling session. But with Ella, this is really good for getting her really supple and really moving throughout her entire body. And this is setting her up for doing more of the lateral work when we're going through more of the medium and advanced medium stuff.
Focus left. Diagonal. Line. Good. Same again. Now that's better. That's getting better. Well done. Good. And again. Shoulders.
So as you can see, it's still got Ella on a really nice loose rein. This is all about relaxing, suppling and getting the horse working underneath you. Now what I want to look at is getting Ella a bit more forward because I do keep nagging her with my leg. So obviously now that we've got that relaxation, we can start introducing some more transitions to get her really going a bit more. But I found myself struggling with my seat a little bit, so we do take a look at that a little bit later on in the session.
Good. Yeah. Good. Go sitting. Squeeze your core. Walk and halt this time. Good. go. Nice. Well done. Don't leave her alone. That's it. Leg off. On. Trot. Come on. Yeah. Well done. Good.
So just to explain that a little bit more, a horse should not be moving with you like nagging all the time. A horse should feel your leg move away from them and immediately know that is when they need to shift. So I'm very obvious in making my legs come away from Ella's sides so that she gets the idea and that she gets going. And obviously if you look at riders higher up the levels, especially like Charlotte for example, you'll see that her legs are away from the horse's side and only come on at times. She's not nagging step to step like I was in that warm-up. So by doing the legs away, Ella is learning to move when she feels that leg shift. And this is really good for getting the horse in front of the leg. And as you can see, she's a little bit not quite on my leg at all. So that's why we're doing this exercise right at the beginning of our session, because you can't get any good work done if your horse is not off your leg.
Away, diagonal, shoulders right. Yeah, so now the left straight makes the right, right leg. That's right. Well done. Okay, nice. Right, trevor this time. Little bit rounder through the outside, supple through the inside. Good. Go on. Well done. Yeah, that's right. Good.
So another good exercise for suppling up the horse, ready to do the rest of the session, because obviously we're still on the warm-up at the minute. Now that we've got Ella going a bit more in front of the leg, we're doing a little bit of traver, where we get the quarters off of the track and keep the shoulders on the track. Doing this on the 3/4 line, doing this on the track is really, really good for getting the horse to bend through their rib cage and really, really pop and use themselves.
Just in a nice way, developing that sort of suppleness as you go. So your ring fingers of both hands, that's right. Round your right leg. Yeah. Okay. This time, shoulder in, half pass, leg heel back. Shoulder in, half pass, pulse right. Good. Leg heel back. Bend her right. Yeah, good. Bend her more right. Push her back off your right leg. Yes.
So I felt like my seat was feeling really iffy and I looked and felt really unbalanced. So I tried the same exercise in sitting trot to see if that worked a bit better. But I still felt just not right.
Right, that just looks a bit uncomfortable.
Yeah, it feels like I kind of can't ride.
So then I tried without my jacket, because for some reason sometimes I feel like I just cannot ride in a jacket. I just feel too bumfled up. So I want to see what that felt like.
So you imagine your intestines are doing rising trot. Your stomach's doing rising trot. That's better. Yeah. On to those pads of your glutes. Let those ankles move. Feel everything about you is doing rising trot. Apart from you're not losing the saddle. That's better. Good. Yes, that's better. Good.
So without the jacket, I definitely felt better. I felt like I could plug into Ella more, but it still didn't feel like Ella and I were meshing like we normally do. And I mean, to be fair, sometimes Ella and I have these days where I just feel like I can't ride. But it's a very good point Gill was making there, where you should feel like the rest of your body is doing rising trot, except you're not. So you should be going with the bounce of the horse's back. So then we decided to go into canter a little bit, because maybe Ella just wasn't giving her back enough, because as you can see she's still coming a little bit above the bit, and I find that the canter quite often, doing that first before doing sitting trot, really helps Ella use herself a bit more.
It's the more connected she'll feel. So a little bit of shoulder force. Good. Half pass. Yes. Leg heel back. Sit down on your right glute. Yeah, really good.
So Gill is all about using your body to the best of your ability. So here I really want to be sitting on my glutes and making sure I am plugged into Ella to get my seat to influence her movement.
Half pass. Yeah. Keep asking. Yeah, a little bit. Keep asking for that suppleness, remember, as you're going over. So you feel you're developing the half pass finger. Yeah, good. Now supple, prepare. Now ask as you go. That's better. Good. And now go back. Yes, that was better. Yeah, well done. Again. Prepare. Supple. Good.
So one thing that Gill wanted me to remember when we're training the lateral work is that you ask for more in the training than you would in a competition. So in a competition, you want to make sure everything's very parallel and like everything's very straight, etc, etc. Whereas in training, you almost want to ask for a little bit more because you want to train to get the happy medium at a competition. So when I'm doing those half passes, I want to really make sure she's bending into them, coming around my inside leg and then really flexing. So that's why the half pass in and then the leg yield back out again is really good for getting her to really bend to the inside throughout her entire body and making sure she's as supple as can be. So what Gill mentioned there about my left leg is I tend to go quite pigeon-toed, so I need to make sure that my legs stay forward and my ankles stay pointed to Gill when I'm riding. So what we've tried here to try and prove Ella and I's connection is taking away the fluffy half pad, and whilst the saddle is moving slightly more in the back than it would with the pad, me and Ella are able to work together a lot more because I feel like it was blocking some of the movement. So where that bounces, I need to make sure that I sit on top of it almost like a trampoline and really encourage Ella to come up and through her back and feel that movement. So what I'm planning on doing is getting a new shim with just little tiny shims in the front because the fluffy is just too much in the back. Rather than the saddle fitting close to her because it's a close contact saddle, the saddle's sitting on top of her because basically where she's lost top line since the templates were made, the saddle's just a little on the wide side, but already you can see my position looks miles better.
And sit. Yeah, great. Think about your glutes. Think about you're on a trampoline. And that is that trampoline. Yeah, that looks great. And that's forward, isn't it?
It feels nice and forward, yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely bridges. Good. Yeah, alright, well done. Let's try the shoulder and half pass, making it back there. Swing it along there, that looks great. Good. Yeah. Yes. Like it back. Yeah, well concentrated, Alex. Yeah, that looks great. Breathing. Yeah, that's it. Make sure you get all that oxygen around your joints. Good girl, Ella. Well done. Leg heel back, bend legs. So pay attention to me. Okay.
So now that we sorted the connection issue in the trot, we headed back into the canter to have a look at that and see if we could get Ella to come a bit more over her back there.
Don't put your back into extension. Yeah, don't put your back into extension. Yeah, well done. Good.
So you can see here I am hollowing out my back and stiffening it whilst Ella's doing the collected canter, and that's what Gill means by don't put my back into extension, because you will actually hurt yourself doing that.
Good. Uphill. So you're sat on the back end of the seesaw and your leg just lunges are uphill. So that space between her mane and your chest is her space. Don't fall into it. Leave the wither room. Yeah, do you feel that?
Yeah.
That looks lovely. Now you just have to stay like that while you do the flying change.
Oh yeah, easy
Simple.
peasy.
So here I'm really focusing on not hollowing out my back and rolling with Ella in saddle, sitting straight and giving her room to come uphill in that canter, as that is something we've been working on for a long time, and it is maintaining this position through the flying change which is going to be the real test, because obviously Ella going into the flying change, she needs to be as uphill as possible to come through from behind.
Try that way Jessica suggested for the flying changes. So you go down alongside a little bit in shoulder 4, then you reverse the flexion and canter a half 10-metre circle, then you leg yield a bag, then you ask for the flying change.
Now I'm not going to lie to you guys, what Gill just said could have been gobbledygook to me. I had to get her to re-explain that to me because I was like, huh? So then going up and shoulder in, you've got to do a half 10-metre circle in counter flexion, and as you can see I just wasn't quite prepared for it, didn't prepare Ella for it, so therefore she broke. So this is us just going for it again now. So we're going around that, you can see Ella's got the counter flexion, then we're coming back, and as you hit the wall you're meant to go for a flying change, but Ella knew what was happening straight away. She just went for it, bless her.
Yeah, she knew she was going to do it all the time then,
So Ella and I have one clean change and one not so clean change, but she is no longer bolting with me after changes, so yay. So we're just going to try that again on this rein, and I need to make sure that I sit on my end of the seesaw, because what Ella can sometimes do is she ducks down, which pulls me down, and then I put her forehand down. So if I make sure I am sat in the correct position, it sets her up for success.
Good. Now inside leg forward, outside leg back. Now straighten and come in, leg over in, shoulders left. Yeah, good. Now flying change. Well done.
Good girl.
Steady back. Good. Straighten a little bit. Shoulders right. Hold. Flying change.
Did somebody say test-worthy change like that?
See that? Advanced medium test to change like that. That would have been absolutely spot on. Down to seesaw. Yes, that's right. Okay, now you'll see from the video your back's not an extension at all there. Well done. Now stay down. Be strong in your feet. Yeah. So shoulders left, leg yoga in.
Ah, shoulders left.
Yeah, but you can do yeah. Yeah, well done. Oh yes, go. Never mind, do that again.
She's good at ones now.
Ones now. Yeah. Now shoulders left. Bring her in. Quicker. Quicker. Right. Now change.
I think Ella heard you.
Well done. Yeah. And I think that one, she has to go that little bit quicker like she did. Or you can sometimes go shoulders right, then straighten her, shoulders left, then bring her in off that leg, and then ask for the change. And that's what you did then.
Yeah.
And you got a quicker behind, and she could punch the change through.
But the minute you said quicker, she was like, yes, sir.
Yes. And then when that high low quicker comes through,
Yeah,
it's
that's
almost
good.
like that one. Whenever we let it be too calm, she's late.
Yeah.
Now it has to go quicker, like this one did, before it can go calm.
Yeah.
So basically, just to summarise that, with Ella's other change where she's normally doing it quite clean when we do it like 7 times out of 10, she's doing it more calm now because we've got past the part, because Ella's response to training something new is always speed. So we've got past that part now and she's able to do it in a calm manner. With this other change where she's being late sometimes, it's because I'm not getting her quick enough behind. So now that she's not running off with me, I have to now recreate the energy now that we've chilled her out. And once she's able to do that nicely with a bit more energy than you probably want, with a bit more exuberance, once we've got it like that, then we can work on calming it back down again.
You being too heavy and driving is not necessarily an observation I would ever make about your position.
Right, okay.
So, and I'm not saying that whoever said it wasn't right at that moment in time, but it must have just been a moment in time. And I think you've taken that and then you've tried to go too much the other way.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, totally.
It's, you know, and I'm the first one to be quite clear about correcting your position, but that's not an observation I would have made about you.
Yeah.
I think, you know, tight with your upper boot, tight with that left leg, all of those things, that yes, but not, yeah, I think you've
My
gone,
legs were slightly better on her.
yeah, they're getting better.
Getting better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And again, the more forward she goes, the better they are.
So just to finish off what has been an awesome lesson, we're just talking through my position and my tendency towards training. So what I tend to do is get a correction from my trainer, and then I go way too far on the other end. So I'm on a seesaw of my own, going from one extreme to another. So I was told by one trainer that I've got too much of a driving seat and I push Ella in the saddle forward. So I've gone too much the other way, and then I wanted to get my leg on more. Now I've gone pigeon-toed, so we just got to work out all these little corrections. I'm sure the next time Jill comes out to see me, I'll have worked on everything and I've gone on too much the other way. So hopefully I don't do that, but I loved my lesson with Jill.
Alright Right then guys, so I have literally just got home, so I'm gonna head up to bed now. It's been a super action-packed and super fun day. I really enjoyed my lesson with Jill. I feel like it's given me such a massive boost in confidence now, and I feel really fired up and like I want to get riding and want to get doing things. So it's literally just what I needed, and I also know exactly what I need to work on with Ella. We've actually got a competition coming up this weekend, so you'll probably be seeing a little vlog about that coming up soon. So yeah, if you haven't already, don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and hit that notification bell so you know when the next video is going to be uploaded. I'll make sure to link all my social medias below so you guys can keep up with my day-to-day life and shenanigans with all 4 of my babies. And until next time guys, from me and all the horses and all the animals, it is goodbye.